And we'll get off to this June the 4th, second Funnel Friday. So with that, buddy, why don't you take it away?
Great. Thanks, Chuck. How's everybody doing today? Good?
Good.
Yeah. Hey, anybody get
You're muted, buddy. I accidentally muted you.
There we go, Chuck. You got me back?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Well, welcome everybody to our second Funnel Friday. But I want to kind of throw it out there. If you guys, unmute yourself. If you guys did get a funnel set up this week from last week and you're using it and you got a little bit of a story or had any challenges with it, go ahead and share that real quick before we get started in today's training. All right, go.
I'm sorry, I just bought mine.
All right, good deal. Well, we'll get it set. Listen, this is really one of those deals where you set it, you kind of forget it, but then you start to interact for the traffic. But I know my daughter, I'll use my daughter as an example. She's down here building her little business before she goes off to fashion school in Hawaii. And I think she's gotten five pigs planted from just using the funnel, this little funnel hack that I'm going to show you, including one today and one yesterday. So it definitely works. And I like it because it really localizes where you're building, right? You can actually hone in and target using these funnels. And so it's very powerful. And I think in the phase that we're in right now, guys, we talked about this last night a lot, but if I was you, my recommendation is you're signing up, you're doing affiliate acquisition right now. Focus on affiliate acquisition and sign up as many affiliates as you can and get them to pre-order. We had some, I don't want too much information, but we had some great calls this morning as far as manufacturing and some of the things that are coming our way. So trust me when I say you want to get as many people frontline to you as you can, just getting on that pre-order. And that's what these funnels will do for you. So if there's anybody else want to share real quick before we get started? Talkative bunch today. It is Friday. Right?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I accidentally, I don't know, this was one of those amazing situations. But what happened was I actually purchased twice and I needed to cancel one of the affiliate programs. I didn't see anywhere to cancel. Is there any way, how do I address that?
Just email info@ihub.global or open up a ticket and they'll help you on that. Okay. Yes. Can you guys see the screen there?
Okay.
Yeah, just email. Someone have to take care of kind of separately on
I
that.
can take care of that right now. If you would send an email to info@ihub.global.
There you go. There's Johnny on the spot right there for you. So, all right, good. Anybody else have anything on the funnel category? Or why do you guys want to just dive in?
Dive in.
Let's dive in. So I'm going to be a little bit repetitive of what I shared last week, but I've been doing this hack for many, many years for many different products and things. And it just flat out works. I don't think I've ever seen it work so well as I've seen it work with iHub. And so we want to kind of arm you guys with this tool, let you know how to use it, because anybody can do this. It's really not difficult. If you have any Facebook presence, you can use Facebook as just to siphon leads. And we're talking about free advertising. We're not talking about paid leads. You certainly can do paid advertising, but I don't even recommend it because it's just so easy to do this and it's so duplicatable. And we used to say this in, when we first developed this, and John Krim, my partner, has been a big part of that, is that we feel like this is the first funnel system that anybody can do because funnels are not easy. A funnel is basically a website with a very clear path and direction, right? There's webinar funnels. We want to get them on a webinar. That's our number one goal. There's sample funnels. We want to sample a product. That's our number one goal. There's sales funnels. The number one goal is to make sales, right? So there's all kinds of different funnels. The funnel that I use the most, and I've used the most in my business, is called a lead magnet funnel. Okay. And that's what I'm going to kind of cover with you guys today is what is a lead magnet funnel? And then also what we have available to us now. And many of you guys are expecting the doctor thing today. I'm going to do a preview on that. We're not quite ready. So it's going to be moved till next Friday. I apologize, but next Friday, we're going to have Scott hopefully on here and we're going to release the doctor funnel and give you guys some more tools. We're just not ready. We want to give you some more tools and more test ads to go along with that. So we're going to talk about primarily the webinar funnel. We had a lot of success. Some of you guys had a lot of success with the webinar funnel last week. And so we're going to continue to throw advertising into that. And I tell you, if you set up this lead magnet funnel, I'm going to show you, you're going to get a lot of people on those webinars. And that's when, Chuck and the rest of the team will do the presentations for you guys. And then they're going to automatically be connected back to you to follow up. Okay. So this is a five-step blueprint that we've used for many, many years. And basically these are the 5 steps I'm going to go over. You got to create your bait. Okay. And that's your business offer. So when I talk about bait, we use fishing terms. I love to fish. I live in the water. So I like the fishing terms. We're going to stay with them, but your bait is basically your offer. What is your value proposition to give a prospect out there in the world of iHub, something of valuable to take a look, right? And it's really critical. It's really critical if you really want to grow this thing and be prepared for when this thing unlocks as far as units going out there, that you want as many people tagged and associated with you in your iHub business as possible. And this is a great way to do it, okay? So we got to create a bait. I'm going to talk about what we can provide to you guys and then some ideas as well. Number 2 is we got to get a net. If we're going to go fishing, if you've ever been fishing and you've got a big fish online and you didn't have a net, you were really bummed that day, right? So you want to have a net, and that is a funnel. A funnel is simply a net to capture your leads, to sort them out, to let the automation take place, because you will get overwhelmed. I'll show you in my own Facebook. I get leads every day. I don't want to turn them off. I just enjoy it so much. So I'll talk to a few people every day, turn them over to my daughter or whatever, but I get leads every single day from just 2 ads I posted, several months ago in a test. And they still continue to flow in. So you will get inundated if you don't put a funnel to kind of sort through those people for you. Okay. But you can do what you're doing here without a funnel. Okay. I encourage everybody to take advantage of this hack. Even if you for whatever reason, you can't get the funnel, you don't want to get the funnel, just put something out there, an email, some kind of net, some kind of phone number, whatever, to capture that information when they come looking on your Facebook page. And we're going to show you exactly step-by-step how to do that. Number 3 is you're going to connect your organic lead machine that we're going to create, which consists of a banner, a funnel, and a few other elements. We're going to connect that to your Facebook account. Okay. It can be a fan page, it can be a business page, could be your personal page. I recommend, if you're okay with it, use your personal page. You'll get a lot more traction. This is something this is one of those deals we want to share it with everybody that I think, right? It's just that good. So I would use your personal Facebook page if you can. If you have other businesses you're representing, I totally understand that. You create a fan page or a business page, and you can do this the same. It's just going to be a little bit slower because you don't have the traffic there yet. You don't have that organic traffic, but we're going to show you how to create that organic traffic. Okay. And then we're going to go fishing. We're going to go iHub fishing on social media. That's where the magic starts. And it really, if you can do this just with a little bit of consistency every day, you'll see a pipeline, and I've always taught that, right? You got to do a little bit every day, but the truth is with this, you really don't. I literally posted 2 ads and I still get leads every day. It's been that easy. It's really set it and forget it and just manage the leads. But if you want to get really aggressive and go into different markets and so forth, you can get very aggressive with this as well. Okay. But these are the 5 steps that we're going to be reviewing today for you guys. And I want to try to give you not a funnel training, but what do you do with a funnel? How can you really, work a funnel and get a lot of leverage out of it? Okay. So creating your bait, it's value, right? It's all we're talking about here is value. What can you offer a customer? Is that going to be an ebook? Is that going to be a free report? Is that going to be a free webinar? All those different things are going to create the bait that you want to get people attracted to your offer. Okay. That's some people coming here. So the bait, okay, could be an offer, could be a sample, could be anything. There's a lot of different ideas I can show you guys for that. We're actually creating some ebooks for you right now that you can use and just put out there as your bait. So we'll show you those as well. And then again, Zig Ziglar, I love this quote. You will get all you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. And I love that quote. I think it's a great quote. We want to provide value, create that mindset, contribution to others. And I believe that's what true leadership is. And so the whole theory of what we're doing here is kind of framed in this slide. Okay.
So we're not seeing all the slides.
You're not seeing all the slides.
No, we're seeing all of them. We're not seeing the ones that you're pointing to.
Okay. Let me stop the share. Sorry about that, guys. No idea why. So what slide did you get dropped off on, Chuck?
Yeah, I mean, I could see all of them, but not the individual slides.
You can only see number 4.
Yeah, we're stuck on 4.
You're stuck on 4 now? All right, let me reset here.
Okay, reset.
Sorry about that, guys. It's Friday.
Actually, we only saw 4. We didn't see 1, 2, or 3.
Right.
You see that?
Yeah.
Are they moving?
Yeah. Now you're good. Yep.
I'm good. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just skim through these. These are the 5 steps I talk about: creating your bait, connecting a funnel or a net to that, connecting that to a Facebook account, going out and fishing on social media, which is very easy to do, a lot of fun to do, posting some ads. I'm talking about free traffic here. And then ultimately you're going to get unlimited leads flowing into your pipeline. Okay. So we want to create this bait, right? We're going to put some baits together for you. We have an ebook that was just written. It's a great ebook. It kind of intro to crypto. How do you win at crypto? It's a great lead magnet. We're going to have that for you guys this week. But you guys can also create your own baits. So I want to give you guys a vision for, that. So social media marketing and digital marketing doesn't have to be this big, scary thing, right? There's a way, especially with a system that we've built over the years, where you can limp into it and be very, very effective with iHub as well. And that's kind of what my goal is today, is to show you guys how to do this and then let you set it up and just let, once you turn it on, you'll start to see the leads come in. But the first thing we're going to do to set up this lead magnet, we're going to set up a lead magnet, then we're going to connect it to our Facebook. That's the net. And then the third step is we're going to go out there and fish, right? We're going to go out there and show you how to get this traffic. So these are some banners that you'll find in your back office. Okay. I believe that you guys really work the free webinar. This is one of those deals we found as we kind of go through this, that the more information we can get people, the more quality we're getting. That's what we're really after, is quality. So I don't like the automated sign up stuff. I really don't, because it just brings in a lot of riffraff, and that's really not what we're looking for. So I like the idea of using the webinar funnel. So I'm going to dig into that webinar funnel a little bit, but these are banners that are in your back office that you're going to put on your Facebook pages to draw attention. Okay. And we're going to cover that in a little more detail as we set it up. Okay. And then we're going to choose the funnel. We got to choose the attraction, right? The offer. And then we got to choose the funnel that we're going to use. You guys have several available to you. Like I said, I know some of you guys were hoping for the doctor's funnel, the professional funnel. Not quite ready yet. We don't want to release that prematurely. So we're pushing that till next Friday. So thanks for your patience on that. Okay. So we're going to build it, set it and leave it, groups and marketplaces where we're going to get the traffic, and you're going to get leads. Okay. That's what our goal is going to be today. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop our share here just really quickly, because I'm gonna go into this live and show you guys exactly how we're gonna do this. Okay. Questions so far? Anybody have any questions?
Rick,
Sorry, what was that?
Rick, hi, David from the UK.
Hey, David.
Are these actually in the back office? Is this the $97
Yes.
funnel system?
Yeah, and this is it's a completely optional system. There'll be more funnels. There'll be another professional funnel. We're looking at another set. So you'll have a webinar funnel. You'll have a lead magnet funnel. You have around the professional set. We're also doing a real estate set. So we're going to try to develop as many funnels that are going to be useful to you guys as your target market, especially in this phase we're in right now, because you can use these funnels anywhere. In the UK, you can be building in the United States and vice versa. So I think that's another powerful aspect about it. But yes, these are in the back office, and I'll pull it up right now and show you guys.
Cool. Thanks very much indeed.
Yeah,
And are the
Hey,
banners associated with that?
I'm
Are
sorry.
the banners in the same place as that?
Yeah, so if you, like, here's the banner. So you click on the custom lead funnel.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys see that? So these are the banners here. The hosting funnel, I don't know if that has any banners. The live webinar funnel, this is here, the one you just saw. This is what I recommend, really. And these are really easy to create, right? You go to Canva, you can create them if you have Photoshop. I mean, this is literally, you can do it in a PowerPoint and use screenshots. I recommend several things in the banner. Okay. I recommend your face, if you can do it, right? You put your face, your image in there. They're ultimately buying into you, right? Again, I think we're talking about a little bit of an anomaly with iHub and what we're doing, because it's so attractive to people. But the more you can brand yourself in this process, the better, the more effective it'll be long-term. And it's a better intro to digital marketing as well, if it's new to you. Okay. So I recommend this banner though to start, because it's a good banner. We've already tested it, and it's definitely getting results. So if you're going to use the live webinar funnel, which is what I recommend right now, and I recommend following up with the host funnel. But I recommend using this funnel first. Now, they're all individual links. So in this package, you have 3 different funnels. You have a custom lead funnel. Okay. Now you can click on this button right here, and it'll show you what it looks like. Okay. It'll show you what. Now, this is an interesting funnel because it has a blockchain secrets book to it. So they get something of free. That's our value right there. Right. So this is an interesting funnel from that perspective. You customize this funnel down here. It's just my little example. Right. And you can go through this funnel. So look at that link, get familiar with all the funnels, know what all of them do, right? There's Chuck going back. And then in this case, it's going to teach me to log into my back office, because the software knows I already have an affiliate account, right? If it wasn't, it would be a sign up button right there. So this funnel can actually be used for signups, okay? To sign people up. That's your custom lead funnel. It actually shouldn't be called a lead funnel. It's a little more than a lead funnel, okay? That's the funnel number 1. The next one is the hosting funnel. I've used this a lot. I've used this funnel a lot. It's a very simple funnel, okay? Introduction to the pigs, right? and it's got the Helium video on there, which I like. And it's got all the basic questions. What's an IoT device? How much power does it use? How much Wi-Fi, et cetera, et cetera. And then ultimately, they can look at the Explorer. They can look at the price of HNT. They're just getting a little bit of education. So got the free ebook as well. So they fill out this information to become a host. Okay. And then they're going to have your information. They can sign up right here. Right now it's saying login because they know it's some affiliate. They can join the Facebook group. They can contact me directly, have my picture, et cetera. So this is more of a custom funnel that is very, very effective, this hosting funnel. And then the newest funnel we put in this package is this live webinar funnel. And I would recommend definitely work this funnel into what you're doing, because this is where we're seeing the most quality signups come from. Okay, it's from this one right here. So basically, the goal of this funnel is to get them on a free webinar. The value is a free crypto webinar, and we're Chuck and Michael have been doing those. We're gonna have other people doing them. We're gonna be adding more value, so it won't be the typical just iHub thing. It'll be a little bit more wrapped around, the crypto world, what the opportunities are and so forth. So there'll be little adjustments as we go through that. We'll make it a little bit cleaner and cleaner as we go. And eventually it'll be automated so they can watch it right there. Right. But we're going to get one in the can that we really love before we do that. Okay. And then they're going to reserve their spot. They reserve their spot, and then they're going to go right into booking the next available iHub overview. And now they're connected to you. They're going to get emails from you. They're going to be connected. You're going to get a text knowing that they're coming. You need to make an introduction at this point. That's the key right here. Okay. Just because they signed up as a lead doesn't mean they're going to sign up with you. 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes. But if we have to do our work on that. Okay. So as you work the funnels, the system will notify you via text. Okay. That's when you want to reach out. And text marketing is very, very effective, especially when you're just trying to touch people. And that's really what we're looking for, is touch points, and start to build that relationship with a new prospect. So you want to text them right away. Hey, congratulations. I saw you're registered for our upcoming webinar. It's probably one of the most exciting things I've ever done. Text me a time we can chat or something like that. Right. And then just make sure you connect with them, because at the close of the webinar, the close is get back with the person that invited you to this webinar. You have emails from them. You have their sign up link from them that automatically will happen for you. But we're going to point them in the direction so they can connect with you. And a lot of people times you'll have them already signed up before they even get there, because they're interested. They want to talk to you. They want to get on the phone, and you're going to already have them as an affiliate before they even get to the webinar. Okay. Questions so far?
Yes.
Hey, this is Scott out in Tucson. How's it going?
Good, Scott.
Hey, so I just wanted to make sure that you have some sort of tracking set up on this so we can track individual campaigns, because without that, to me, it's useless. I previously had internet marketing campaigns. I was keeping 50 grand a month in income, and there's no way that I would have ever been able to do that, get past even $2,000 a month in income without tracking of each and every place that I'm going to, and every single marketing campaign that I'm doing.
Yeah, so we use Bitly for that. We use Bitly, and that we don't have it built into the system right here. And for sales funnels, I 150% agree with you. I think when you see what we're doing here, it's a little bit different. We're talking about lead generation. I definitely would put tracking on everything as well, but it's kind of an advanced thing. So if you're on the call and you're being introduced to digital marketing for the first time, I would recommend get this set up. We're going to start doing some, members training for people that are kind of doing the funnel marketing. This is more to present kind of high level and show you how to use it. Show you how to use it.
I just wanted to make sure that it was possible, because if I'm going through the training and learning how to do all this, and then it's not even possible, it's pointless.
Oh yeah, you definitely can use Bitly for anything. Yep, for sure.
Okay, thanks.
Good point. Somebody else have a quick question?
Yeah, this is Benjamin.
Yes.
On the step that you said when they signed up, where was that step when they actually signed up? Because you're going to the funnel and you're showing them. So when was that step that they actually signed up?
Okay, you're going back to the hosting funnel? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, in your process, when was it that at what point did they sign up?
Okay, so let me break it down, slow it down again. There's 3 funnels in here, okay? In this package for whatever it is, $97, whatever it is a year, there's 3 funnels. You can use, they're all individual links. So you have a funnel for each one of these. There's 3 different types of funnels. One is more of a lead magnet funnel. You're going to get a lot of leads from it. You'll get some signups as well. And probably my least favorite out of the 3 personally. The other one is a hosting funnel where you're just looking for hosts and can convert them to affiliates as well. And then the last one is this webinar funnel. And I think that's what you're asking about. And this is the one I'm recommending that you guys start with, because it just drives a lot of conversations. And And so this is the one that we just looked at, right? So this is the funnel. You'll grab your link, right? And mine says Rick, tribefunnels.com, whatever, that you'll grab your link and this is what you're going to advertise. And I'm going to break this down for you and show you how to do the lead magnet in a second. But when they reserve their spot here, that they're going to reserve a spot here. They'll choose 5 o'clock, confirm it, schedule the event. Now, Calendly, the system will just automatically remind them. Okay. They're going to get reminders. They're going to get reminders. What I'm saying to you guys is you want to contact them. At this point, you're going to get a text from the system, from MyHub system. You have a new lead, somebody, a webinar lead, right? Then that's when you reach out to that person. Their phone number will be in there. You text them back and just make that connection. Now, from there, what we've seen so far is a lot of those connections are happening very quickly, and they might ask for your link right away. And you say, hey, listen, sign up for free here, and we'll get you some more information. And we're seeing that happen a lot. Okay, so that's what I meant by that. It's not an automated thing. It's more developed for interaction. And that's really why I like this funnel and that's why it's so effective is because there's interaction built into it. You have to interact with your people. So hopefully that helps. So when I said sign up prior, I meant if you have a conversation with them and they send you a link. And I believe your sign up link goes out in the email series as well. So they could sign up directly from that. But I'm trying to encourage you guys, bring the high tech and the high touch together. Don't just rely on the funnel for automated signups because you garbage in, garbage out. I'm not saying that every sign up that comes in like that is bad, but I'm just saying a lot of them are. So the conversations and the presentations and the Zooms are critical. So hopefully that helps.
Yes,
Any other
thank
questions?
you.
You're welcome.
Rick, I've got a question. When you use that particular funnel and you sign up in there, I thought that the link was on the second page once you opened it up.
On this webinar funnel?
Yeah, do it again if you will. Just click into that. Oh, so it only goes to your calendar.
Yep. This is all this funnel is designed to do is get people into a webinar.
Okay.
A free crypto webinar. Again,
The other two bring up the sign up page.
Yeah.
It's just that when you use an email address that has already an account, it'll bring in the login button. But if it was an email address that we didn't have, then there'll be a sign up form.
Okay.
Hey, Rick, I got a question. This is Tom.
Hey, Tom.
How are you? Hey, kudos to you guys for putting this all together so it's plug and play. Usually you don't see this till 6-9 months out and it's ragtag. So listen, and kudos to your customer service. So I had a request I put in for the hosting video. It was hosted on YouTube. Here's my issue with YouTube. They get on YouTube, they go wandering off. They're half a mile away before you get them signed
We're
up.
slowly converting everything to Vimeo. So, but we'll get to
again. Kudos to customer service. I put in the request. They switched over the hosting to Vimeo in like 15 minutes. Just the other two weren't done.
Yeah. All right. We'll get on them. We're kind of aware of the issue too, but I appreciate that.
All right, cool. Thanks.
And thanks for the kudos too. It means a lot. So all right, let's get back to this, guys. I want to make sure I get through the whole content so you guys can go out there and actually implement this by the time we're done. So you got to choose the funnel you want to use. Again, the bait for this is a free webinar, right? And we're actually going to be integrating an ebook probably this week. So the banners that we'll create a bunch more banners here that you can put up on your Facebook. And there'll be a lead magnet in there, not just a free webinar, but also a free ebook about crypto mining and how to take advantage of blockchain and so forth. It's pretty well done. So it'll be a great read, and the system will automatically deliver that for you. You don't even have to think about it, right? They're coming in, they want that bait. They take the bait and they say, yeah, I'm interested. They're going to register now and they're going to get an ebook. So that's the change you guys can look forward to this week. Okay. So, but again, the goal of this is to fill the webinars, right? If we all put this out on our Facebooks, right, and we start doing a little bit of marketing, and I'm talking about a little bit, not a lot, a couple of ads here, a couple of ads there, and talk about free ads and posts, then you'll see that these webinars, just based on our testing so far, are going to fill up. They're going to mushroom. And that's what you want. Again, I'm going back to the business strategy at hand right now. I'd say it'd be a little bit different if we had units flowing. The reality is we don't. We're getting closer and closer every day. So the key to success here, I think, is to tag as many people as you can, have as many conversations as you can. And the only way to do that in the digital world is to use some of these tools, right? Or else it just gets overwhelming. Okay. So add ideas. This is an ad idea you guys can use for the webinar funnel. Okay. Very simple. Doing a hardware drops in your area, free crypto mining webinar on Helium Mining is a unique opportunity. We're looking for a few people, blah, 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 to beta test. Put a picture like this in there, and you'll get incredible results. Okay. Now, when you're doing ads, and I'm going to break this down for you a minute. You're doing ads. You got to be careful that you're not making, keep it away from opportunity. Hardware drops. I've tested this. It works, right? No, and the cool thing about this, nobody's going to put you in Facebook jail for this. They're just going to not approve your ad. Okay. So it's not going to drop out if you put something in a title that they don't like, their algorithm will pick it up and they'll just disapprove it. Okay. But just be careful. I mean, this is a great, use this as a template, and I promise you, you'll get good results. Questions on the ad? No. See, Scott, Richard, you guys got your hands up. Is there a question you guys want to throw in there real quick? I'm getting
Wait,
ready
can
for
you, can you go back to that screen again?
which one's that, bud? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just getting ready for the Facebook part of it. So I'm gonna clean some things up here. What was your question, sir?
I was just going to ask about bots. Is there an idea in the future to tie bots to the text messaging?
Yeah, a little more sophisticated, but yes, I mean, it's possible for sure. A little more work on the user end though. So again, a great question, advanced question. No, probably not for quite yet, but definitely a good one. Okay.
Rick, so I'm totally new and not sure about the placing of the banner, the taking the funnel and connecting it to the, am I connecting it to the banner? Is there something to show that's?
Yeah, I'm going to show, I'm just going right now, Tracy.
Thank you.
I'm just kind of getting there. I'm just so sloppy on my computer. I got so much stuff going on. All right, here's this is on my Facebook page. You guys see my screen? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So my daughter and I went skydiving the other day. Look at this picture. Isn't that the best picture in the world? I'm capturing this right now for iHub. So anyway, so if I was going to optimize this page, right? So what I would do is I would edit cover, right? And I'm going to upload a photo, okay? And I'm going to grab one of these banners. Not sure where I got them stored here, but I'm going to grab one of these banners and I'm going to stick it up there. Actually, I think I already have them in here. I'm not going to upload because I think I already have it. So okay, here's so let's say I wanted to use this banner here. Let's just say any of these are banners. Let's say I wanted this picture there, right? On my Facebook. I would just upload that and I hit save changes. Same thing with these banners in the back office here. You basically are going to grab one of these banners, save it to your computer, okay? And then just use that banner we have. Now, again, I encourage you guys to do your custom banner. We have some great guys. You guys can use designers too. We can probably set that up like we did in the past, John, for the Fiverr guys. For 15 bucks, they'll create a dynamic banner for you, and you can't beat the price. But you need to get a banner that's going to have a call to action on it and a button. That's the main thing, right? If you want to make it even better, you use imagery like the miners, like a personal picture. Okay, that's how you take it to the next level. But the main thing is you got to have a great call to action with that value proposition we talked to and a button. That button is nothing more than a hat, right? It doesn't do anything. Okay. The button that I'm talking about, and this is a question I get a lot, is it's really not a button at all. This button would be placed right here. This button would be placed right here. Their call to action would be, hey, you're interested in skydiving with me, the free skydive, click here to get more information. When you click that button, this is what happens, right? This opens up over here. Okay. That's what happens on Facebook. And this is where you put your funnel. Okay. This is where you go back in here and you grab your funnel link. Let's say I'm gonna use this funnel right here. We grab that link and we're gonna stick it right here in Facebook, okay? And then we're gonna have another call to action, right? Join our next webinar, blah, 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 and get a free ebook or whatever it is, and that's your call to action. Your call to action on your banner will be simpler than it is when you're putting this together, when you're putting the lead megaphone. I always put the link at the top and I put the link at the bottom again, okay? When you're done editing, you're just done. Okay, and there it is. Okay, now you've connected a banner with, we've connected our banner, we've connected our Facebook funnel, and now we have a lead magnet. Right now we're optimized to go out there and get traffic to our Facebook. And let's face it, Facebook, we all do the same thing. If you guys are Facebookers, number one, we spend way too much time on there. But number two, we always check people out. Anybody friends you, you click on their picture, you want to know who they are, et cetera, et cetera. And we do that every single day. And people do that every day to you and you don't realize it. And so when they do that, you're getting into your ecosystem and they land on your page, right? they're going to have a call to action. They're going to see what you're doing, right? And then if your advertising reflects that, it'll draw even more people. And that's why I showed you that base ad. So does that make sense? And how do you connect the banner to the funnel?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Rick,
There's a couple, go ahead.
When you go to rick.tribefunnels.com/iHub, it's showing up as not secure. Is there a way that we can get that cleared up?
John, you want to jump in on that? John?
What is the address that you're using?
rick.tribefunnels.com/iHub.
Yeah, don't use Tribe Funnels. Use iHub.global.
Okay, well, that's what you're showing, Rick.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'll figure out why that's coming up. Just
Yeah.
Tribe Funnels.
Yeah, your link should be secure here. We shouldn't have any problems there.
Okay.
Again, we're not transacting financial information either, so it's not, but I understand what you're saying. So, all right, so back to this, you guys, any questions on this? How do you connect a banner to a funnel from Facebook? Because this is creating the lead magnet. It's not hard to do. Once you do it, you're done. You're kind of done. Now it's just about the traffic. And trust me, it will definitely pull traffic. It'll definitely pull traffic and convert people if you put some ads out there. Any questions on that?
Rick, yeah, I've been using the hosting funnel for a while, and I was just wondering, with the current environment and just given the information that you just said, should I change it to the webinar funnel instead? I've got a lot of leads. I've done, several ads, and but I feel like that not too many. It was more riffraff. I don't feel like that it was anybody solid, and I'm not sure. So
yeah, I've had a lot of success with that hosting funnel. But it's a numbers game. But if 10 leads come in a day and you find, but again, I'm thinking of it from a perspective of, listen, right now, all these are not prime locations, right? We know that, 99% of them aren't. So it's almost like you're building a database for the future, right? And that's why I kind of think that versus the hosting model right now, the affiliate acquisition model is a stronger play. And just in the timing of iHub, that's what I would be doing. Now, if you have some units you want to host, use the hosting funnel, but really I think it's more an affiliate play right now. And I think that webinar funnel is probably going to be a stronger pull for you. So I would switch it up, but you can have multiple Facebook pages as well. You can do a different funnel on each one. You can connect these funnels to Instagram. You can do a lot of other things with the funnels, put them at the bottom of your email signature, a lot of other things you can do. But I think for Facebook, I would probably stick more towards the affiliate acquisition, the webinar at this point. So hopefully that helped a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, no, it did. Thank you.
All right, good deal. Good job on that too, by the way. All right. Any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Rick, can you one more time just show how you put it on your Facebook again?
Yeah. So we're gonna edit the cover page. If you need to upload the photo, you upload it here, or you just select it if it's already been in there. Then you choose that picture or that banner that you want, and you set it. Make sure, again, it's gonna have it's gonna be not a personal picture like this. I'm just using this as an example, but you put the banner, the call to action up there. That's the key thing. And you want to make sure you look at that on your phone, make sure it works on your phone and your Facebook page. Okay. Both. And then you hit click save changes. Okay. That's real easy for the banner. Okay. Now the funnel, you just click anywhere on that banner. And that's why we put the button on there. That's the call to action. That's what people do. They say, click here to get started. You got a free ebook, free webinar, click here to get started, click here to register. They're going to click on it. And that's when they end up over here. Click on this, now they're in your funnel. Okay, now you brought them into your ecosystem.
Got it.
Okay.
Is there a thing to make a button? Like, the picture, is it just a picture that I'm cropping and sticking?
Like I said, you can use these work fine. They pull great. This one especially, one really does well. But I would say if you're doing the webinar funnel, you make a version of this, right? Make a version of this one. Okay. That's what I would recommend. This might be a little bit more text heavy driven. It's not going to fit perfectly on a Facebook page either. So we're working on some other banners, but you certainly can do this, right? Create your own little banner and make it more unique and more, different than what everybody else is going to have out there. So I recommend doing that. And John, we probably should get the Fiverr guys in there. So we got some guys we've worked with for years overseas, and they're so cheap. And we just pass the link on to you. They know exactly what we do because we've been doing it for years, and they can create some great banners and very inexpensive, very quick. So we'll try to add those in there if you want those. But again, you can use Canva. You can use a lot of different tools that are out there and just kind of create a banner. Okay.
Thank you.
The banner's probably the least of the things, but there's certain things you have to have on there. You got to have some good imagery. You got to have a call to action. You got to have a button, and if you can personalize, it's even better. Okay. But just on this connection, I want to kind of hammer on this a little bit, and then we'll dive into some more details. But on this one, this picture is critical because wherever you go on Facebook, right? Wherever you go, this goes with you everywhere you go. Okay. That picture never leaves you. So when people are Facebook stalking you because they want to know who you are, that's what they're clicking on. Okay. They're clicking on that right there. So you got to have your funnel over here as well. Okay. Actually have it. I actually already have it on there. So you got to have that on there as well. So this will get more clicks and traffic than anything. I recommend that you go with something personal there, especially if you don't personalize your banner. Keep it personal. People want to know you're a real person, right? People don't like talking to bots, right? I don't like talking to bots, right? So they want to know you're real. So I recommend it's personal, but you definitely want to optimize it. What I do is I'll grab this, I'll cut and paste this, and I'll cut it, I'll copy it, and then I'll go in here and I'll just do the same thing. I'll just paste it right here. Okay, and edit that, get rid of that, paste it, and then I'm done. Now I'm optimized. You can also optimize a featured picture here if it's a personal page. If it's not, you won't have that. That's probably the least of the three that you want to optimize. And you can also add a website here as well. Okay. So you want to just get as many links. You want to you're creating a lead magnet. You want this thing to drive traffic. Facebook is one of the easiest things you can use to drive good quality traffic from. And I'm not talking about, we do a lot of paid advertising for different things and different projects, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just really free traffic, organic free traffic. You kind of set this up and it kind of comes in all the time. And that's why we say it's really a duplicate. You can give this to your team. Your team can do this, right? You don't have to be a digital guru to do this. And digital marketing has always been something, only few people can kind of get that space. I think it's changed a lot. And I think it's certainly changed with the software that we've created for you guys. So, all right, any other questions on the connection?
Mitch, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
I've been using Facebook advertising as well, but I've been getting about, probably a dozen replies now in my back office to say that I've got a new connection. But the only problem is that they've used the first part of their coin thing but they haven't given their name and address. But they've got an email address. What would you suggest?
I'm not sure I follow what you're asking me, but as far as capturing the lead, is like what information you want to grab?
The information is given, instead of a first and second name, they've given their Bitcoin address rather than their first and second name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You probably, sometimes, a lot of times, I mean, it's a number. When you're doing digital marketing, it's always a numbers game. Always, 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 right? And so some are going to be good leads. And that's what the system just needs to filter for you. A good funnel system is going to get that cream of the crop up there for you. So you got to know who you're going to have conversations with, right? You got to have them take action. And so that's what we continue to try to build in the follow-up, the emails, and even some follow-up funnels. We're going to start connecting this to this as well. So, you got to kind of go, let the system filter through. Our funnels are always designed for lead capture first, and then what's the action, right? We always want to build the database. We always want to build a database because then we're dripping on them, dripping on them, dripping on them. Again, a funnel, it's true. If you fill a pipeline, eventually it just starts to flow. And it's really 100% true with digital marketing. You got to fill, put in a little time, and then you'll have quality conversations constantly. But again, with iHub and what we're doing, because it's just a good idea to have as many leads in your system as you possibly can. Because the goal of this thing is just to go front line, right? You want to go 26 wide, you want to get to gold, and a funnel will take you there for sure if you use it.
I understand that. Thank you very much, Rich.
Yep. All right, so I'm now going to show you about a little bit more on the ad stuff. Okay. You guys can see my screen still, the Facebook. Yep. Okay, cool. So I would recommend starting in Marketplace. Okay, Marketplace is great. Again, this is where you'll get tagged. If you say something dumb in your title, they won't permit it. But that ad that I put in the back office is an ad that I use, and it's been approved. So I would, if you stay close to that, I think you're going to be fine. But basically, you're just going to list. You're going to list create a new listing in Marketplace. Items for sale is probably where you want to go. Okay. And you're going to basically use those images, add a few photos. The more photos, the better. You can have 2, 3 photos. You don't want to overdo it, but use the photos, the imagery of the miner, maybe a miner setting up. Make it as personal as you can. You can find some of that imagery too on stock photos and stuff, but it's better if it's personal. You get more draw. again, you're talking about targeting this, for example, I was using this as an example last time, Tampa. If I live in Tampa, I'm talking about targeting Tampa. That's what's cool about it, because you can actually build out and get leads, quality leads, free leads that doesn't cost anything, right in your backyard. Okay. So you're going to put a title, you're going to put free, category, miscellaneous, most likely. You can play with the categories though. There's different categories that will work in there. Condition, new, and basically you're going to be offering a free webinar. You're going to be offering an ebook, depending on the funnel you're using. Obviously, everything's got to be congruent. If you're selling a webinar, if your offer is a webinar, you got to make sure you have a webinar banner up there, right? You got to have webinar content in your ads all the way through. So just put some creativity to it. Again, nothing's wrong here. Just go out and test. And that's the whole thing. Gentleman before talking about testing and looking at the data. That's key in digital marketing. That's the next step. That's a little bit more advanced, but we'll get you guys into that too. But trust me, you'll see that these ads work. And the cool thing is you're not as worried about the ROI on it, because you're not paying anything, right? You're not paying for ads in this scenario. We're not training you to go out there and spend ad money. We're showing you how to do it for free. Okay, does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
So here's that. You got to your screen. So I would start with this right in your backyard, something along those lines. Add a few more pictures, maybe you holding it, make it personal if you can, and you post that right into Marketplace. Okay, post that right into Marketplace. Now the next little gem I'm going to show you guys is another great kept secret, but it's when you're out there. Mark Zuckerberg did a big favor. I'm not a huge fan, but in 2019 he started focusing on Facebook groups. Okay, groups are a very, very powerful thing, right? And there's a group for everything you can imagine under the sun in Facebook. So it's never been easier to target market who you're looking for, right? I mean, we always talk about that, and in my industry, the opportunity industry, a lot of times it doesn't really get the merit that it should. It's just kind of spaghetti marketing, right? Well, with Facebook, you don't have to do that. You can be very targeted based on the people, the rapport that you can build, right? So I recommend you find groups and you join groups where you have rapport, right? If I'm a plumber, I'm joining some plumber groups, right? If I'm a real estate guy, I'm joining some real estate guys because I got rapport. I can add value in those groups, and that's where you're going to start posting in those groups. And just 1 or 2 posts a day, you interact. We'll do some more in-depth training as far as how to interact in groups, but it's powerful. And if you'll do that consistently for an hour a day, you look at your screen time, I guarantee it's probably 4 or 5 hours, right? I use mine as an excuse. Mine's 6 or 7 sometimes, but I'm on my phone all the time with my business. So I use it as an excuse, but let's face it, we all get caught in the scroll, right? So we like to train, listen, monetize that. Take an hour of that, take 30 minutes of that and get consistent with it, just to go out there and market in these groups. You might join 3 or 4 or 5 groups and market in there every day, and you fill that pipeline, and you'll be amazed at what that lead magnet will do if you'll start doing that. Okay, so that's the group marketing. We have the Marketplace that's kind of turnkey. That's where I'd start because it's just so easy. And then the last little gem I want to share with you guys today, and there's some more, but we'll keep it limited so I don't overload you guys. But the last one is yard sale groups. Probably the best place to find people in the world is go to your local yard sale groups, and there's tons of them. So if I wanted to market, somebody throw me a city out there. If I wanted to market where? See, this is groups, okay? So let's say I wanted to market in Miami, okay? Miami yard sales. I just type that in, right? And we're gonna come up with all kinds of groups I can join, okay? 186,000 members in South Florida sales, okay? 9,000 this one, 25,000 Miami sales, 55,000 buy, sell, rent, or trade, 55,000 Orlando garage, so throw an Orlando in there too. You just go join a couple of these groups. You might have to go through an approval process with some of them, but trust me, when you get in these yard sale groups, you make one good quality post and keep it pushing it up. Your inbox will look like something like this. You know what I mean? As far as leads coming in every single day. That's what it'll look like in your inbox, in your messages. So just be prepared for that. But that's why you want the funnel to sort and sift those people. You don't have a lot of conversations, but the funnel does a lot of that work for me. And I get something that's really quality, that's in the area, but I'm also building a huge database as well. So I would recommend that you start with those 2 yard sale groups, Marketplace, and then look for your rapport groups. Where can you add value? Or is that specific person you're looking for in iHub? It might be that real estate guy, right? That knows everybody in the town, right? It could be that plumber that's out there every day, helping people out, knows a lot of real estate addresses. So those are the people you can target, especially if you have that rapport with those people, okay?
And your post is or is not about the minor at all. Your post is just adding value. You're talking to people. You're posting, hey, I like your thing. like that?
Yeah, you can, let me just, let me see if I can pull, I'm gonna stop this for a second. I'll show you, I don't mind, I think in these certain groups, you can talk a little bit more about your offer because the results are just so stellar. Normally you'd kind of use that as like, hey, listen, just bring them into the ecosystem, right? Because that's what we've trained for years. If you're sampling a nutritional product, right? Great way to do it is on Facebook, but you're just bringing them into your ecosystem. You're not, but you are using that free sample. So you are saying something about what your offer is. You're just not getting into a lot of details. Hey, we're placing miners in your area for helium mining. Anybody interested in hosting a miner, right? That kind of, right? And you'll get a ton of responses, especially because helium is becoming more of, people are know about it, right? It's not, in 3 months, it's not going to be a secret anymore. So more and more people are aware of it. So now is why the opportunity, I think, is so great, is to just line up, get at least put a goal of using this to get to gold, right? You can certainly do that, right? In a few weeks, really. You can get that as really done quickly if you wanted to using Facebook. But that's what I would recommend, is put something in there about it, but post in Facebook Marketplace first, yard sale groups, and then find some report groups that you're going to be consistent with, right? There's a little more work when you're talking about the report groups, but you'll find your best people in those long term.
Right. Thank you.
So Richard, in a minute ago, when you were showing us the list that you had of people that had actually already signed up for information, you were not, that your face was not in that. It was one of the hubs, one of the older hubs. Are you using a different Facebook page for this?
Yes, I use a business page.
Can you show us your business page?
Yes, but I don't have it live right now. Hold on, let's see if I do or not. I kind of shut it down a little bit, Sandra, because I was getting overwhelmed. And I just didn't have a really easy way to feed leads. Somebody said, can I get the leads from last week? It was great. I'd love to give you the leads. I just don't know how to get them to you, without creating a whole.
It's called Give Me Your Password.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen.
Let me see if I can find one of these business pages.
So in that business page, you didn't use your face. You actually used.
Yeah, in that initial test I did, I had an eye-up thing in there. And I'd say I recommend, if you're using your personal page, you make it more personal. But here's the one I think that we're looking at. Not 100% though.
So you're saying with the business page, you don't really need to use your face.
Business is a little bit different. I would, if I was doing this setting up other than a test center, I would put my face on the banner and use, my face on the banner probably, and then use more of a business, where I'm target marketing. Here's a good example here. I hadn't really done much with this, but it's a good example. Let me just show you guys this real quick. You guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so where do you think I was targeted?
I'd say San Fran.
Exactly. So early on, San Francisco was the hotbed, right? We put a lot of units in San Francisco, and this was part of what we were doing, right? So this is a business page. Again, there's no featured image down here, and so that's how you'd set up a business page. Maybe this would be a good concept for that. Okay.
Looks good.
Okay. So that, again, you can if you use your personal page, you get more results. There's no doubt about it. But again, I understand that not everybody can do that. So that's why I say recommend business page. And you get very specific. If I'm marketing in Jupiter, Florida, there's an iconic lighthouse there. I'm going to put that in that banner, right? Bringing the IoT to Jupiter, Florida, put that on your banner. Wherever you want to target, even your small town. If I was really getting laser focused on building out Vero Beach, Florida, I'd run an ad, Vero Beach, Florida. Now I ran those ads, and I think we got 6 or 7 hosts now from those ads in the Vero Beach area over the last 2 or 3 months, right? And we haven't really done a great job following up with them, but we got some really good people from it. And it's just a couple in the last 2 days my daughter got, but we didn't really get laser focused. It was more like South Florida. And so we ended up getting leads from everywhere, which wasn't as effective. But long term, when you have that database, when a hub, you can get a hub in 3 days and almost everything's growing and developing out. Those are gold mines then, right? So lead generation and database building are critical, I think, in any marketing, but certainly valuable in what we're doing here.
Is there going to be a place in our back office where we can actually delete some of these crummy ones that come in? I've stacked up quite a few that are just time consuming,
Yeah, John, is there a way, John, that's a John question. John, is there a way to clean that up a little bit?
Pretty please.
John will come up with something for us. You don't have to answer.
Yeah, I can get something added for that.
Great.
Perfect. All right, guys, listen, that's really what I want to show you is those basic steps. I'll kind of review real quick, high level, but you guys want to grab a banner or create a banner, okay? Put it on your Facebook page or your business page. It's got to have a good call to action. It's got to have a button and personalize as much as you can. Use imagery, especially with the miners. Put the miners on there. Make sure the miners are on there because, again, the more attention helium's getting, the more people know what they are, right? You can even put helium mining. Have you heard about helium mining? Click here for a free webinar, that kind of stuff. So be creative with it. Test. And again, these banners are easy. If you want to get started, just get something up, grab one of the generic banners. We'll keep creating some more for you, but I really recommend that you spend a little time trying to create your own banner after you get it up. Get the lead machine up first, and then go back and start to optimize and make it better and better. From there, you guys are going to grab one of your funnels, the funnel of choice. You have 3 choices right now. If you got that suite, okay, you can use the lead magnet funnel, the hosting funnel, or the webinar funnel. I recommend the webinar funnel, especially for targeting what we're doing. So you can put a marketplace ad and say, listen, I'm, Tampa Bay, Florida. You put that banner, put the iconic image of Tampa there. Just focus in on Tampa, and you run ads specifically for that. You're going to start filling out that database for Tampa, right? And so that's what I recommend is do it that way. Use that webinar, and you'll find, even though you're going to database everywhere, they're all going to be leads. They're all going to get dripped on. That's why I would be careful who you pull out there, right? Because you just never know. You never know. That one might get that one email, just something triggers, the timing in their life is right now, and now they're interested. So if they're getting dripped on and got a good email, I'd leave them there personally. Maybe John can help us move them into a different bucket or something, but let them drip. So that's the way you want to set it up. The banner, the funnel of choice, and from there you just want to connect it and then start running some free ads. Marketplace, yard sale groups to start. Third one is find your rapport. Find where you can add value to the group, and then you got to do that one consistently. That's not one you're going to go blast an ad in. The yard sale marketplace is different. People are looking to buy and sell stuff, right? So it's a little bit different. It's kind of an easier hands-off approach. You plug it in and you go, and then when it expires, Facebook will notify you. Just push to the top again. You renew it. Now I'm just running a couple ads. If you ran 5, 6, 10 ads in different markets, you're gonna get a lot of leads consistently. So anyway, guys, we've gone about an hour here. If there's any final questions, I'll answer them. But we got about 6 minutes.
Yeah, I have one.
I have a question. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So that one banner that says get a free miner, I'm guessing that was the idea of the 6-pack where you place miners, and nobody's got an immediate commitment, but we don't have access to that now. And I don't know when it's coming back. So is there a way to tweak that? Because we don't want to say get a free miner and then say it's $500.
Yeah. I wouldn't say free. That was used for hosting, right?
Yeah.
We are getting a free miner. So if you don't have units in hand and you're not hosting, then I would definitely not use that one. I don't want to take it down because some people would still use it, but it's more for the hosting concept. But again, I don't want you guys to just get pigeonholed into those banners. Those are banners and concepts and ideas. I think it's way better if you create your own and get your own personality into it. But I just give you some some ideas of what you can put up there. They have all been tested. They've all drawn pretty good. Those banners that we're showing to you. We won't put anything up there unless we've done some testing with it. But you definitely want to make sure it's in congruency and alignment with what you're doing and what you're offering. And my recommendation right now, it's all about affiliate acquisition. Sign the free people up, get them to pre-order. Sign people up for pre-order. We're actually even working on some promotional stuff. So we're going to actually start to see rank advancements in that as well. So I would recommend going that path right now, just in the world of iHub where we're at. I think financially, that's what's going to make the most sense for everybody that does it. So,
Rick?
Yes.
In the back office, we have that Viva Kids logo there.
Yeah.
It'd be great if that could be live and we could donate there.
Very cool. Love that idea. Thank you, Sandra. That'd be great when we could all go down there and hang out with our kids. That's coming. That's coming. We've taken thousands of people down there through our business ventures over the years, and it's always life-changing. So we could put that in the banner too. So some people really relate to that. They understand, just the company's giving back, and it's not just some marketing thing we do. We've been doing it for years, and being a missionary for 10 years overseas is a passion of mine. So appreciate you saying it. Thank you.
Hey, Rick, I have a quick question for you.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So Craigslist. I ran a couple Craigslist ads, and I got 3 people who said that they were interested, right? And I know you don't get them all, but this is where I got confused. I can't really put the links in Craigslist, right? And so when they contacted me and said that they were interested, I tried to set them up for a phone call, and they ghosted me. So I was wondering, should I have just responded in the email with the link to try to get them to sign up? Or how would you go about a Craigslist listing, being that you can't put a link and they'll contact you and say that they're interested? How would you respond to that?
I would have, you can set up automatic responses if it's a business account in your Facebook. Again, that's a little bit advanced, but you can do that. And, if you start getting a lot of ads coming in, you're going to want to build those automated responses, or you're at least cutting and pasting. You have somebody helping you with it, because you got to take it to the next step. What's the next step? I just think it's scarcity. I would come up with your own crafted message that, hey, listen, this thing it's been great, share a testimony or whatever, but the next step would be get on the phone with them, get them on a call or a webinar. And that's why I recommend the webinar. And so people contact me. I said, listen, I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to work with you, but unless you got on a webinar and watched the recording, I don't have time, and I don't. And I'm sure you guys, if you get into this, you're not gonna have time either. So you really got to qualify them. So come up with your own system of what you want them to do next. But I would recommend getting them on a webinar. That's why that webinar funnel, I think, is very powerful. So.
Okay. I was just wondering, was the me asking for the phone call too much, and maybe that scared them away?
I think so. People don't like to give up their phone right away. They don't. Let them draw to you. Use that attraction marketing. And use scarcity. This is a lot of scarcity in this thing, from the opportunity to getting the miners, everything. But it's so good, and I think that if you get the art of that down and create that conversation, I think you'll see a lot of people showing up. And remember, you're always dripping on them too. If you get them into a funnel, they're getting dripped on, and a lot of more people will come from the drip than anything long term once you fill a pipeline. So great question, good job.
Got it. So okay, so I'll just try to push the funnel out to them. So they say, okay, I'm interested. Where do I sign up? I felt like I wanted to explain first, but it sounds like I should drop the funnel on it.
Yeah, I would say, listen, the next step is get on a webinar, meet the team, meet everybody. There'll be hundreds. You could say there'll be hundreds of people on there. Get a spot.
Rick, really quick, just while I have your ear, on last night's call, you mentioned something about contacting and finding out who your VIPs are. Could you talk a little bit about how we could do that, or how would I find my VIPs?
Well, we have a VIP call today, and I think that got pushed to I think it was you, Laura, actually. I got pushed to my desk as well, so I saw that. So I'm going to have that dialogue with them if they want their names posted. Some do, some don't. But we have to be sensitive to who they are too, and the different ventures that people are involved with. But we're digging into that, Laura. I don't have an answer for you right now. We're trying to get it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out with us on Funnel Friday. A good little crowd here. Next week, it's going to be the professional funnels. I promise you're going to see Dr. Scott. We're going to give you some.
I can't even get my funnel. I can't even get my funnel. I paid the $99 and I only see it in the back office.
Well, sure. Email info@ihub.global. Attention, John, and he'll get with you, and we'll make sure you take care of it. Right, bud?
Okay, thank you.
And Rick, we can't order a 6-pack anymore, right? They're just singles. Okay.
So right now, I'll go over this. We're a little off topic, but I know that.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So again, we're only working with RPOs right now. Okay, purchase orders. So we're not working with rack purchase orders anymore. The international stuff was even taken down today. There's just too many challenges with rack. You guys know how long it's taking, et cetera, et cetera. We don't control that, right? We can just push, but and so we want to get out of those orders. So now we only release orders when we have a purchase order in hand. Now we're very close to some very big purchase orders, but I'm not going to give you any details because last time I did that, I got called to the carpet. So just let you know we're working on some stuff. So we'll open up different orders once those come available. But those single orders, those reservations are going to be the first ones on the purchase order. We're going to confirm them, but they're going to be the first ones on there. So you want to train everybody, get at the top of the list, because the singles that we're getting in now are going to be part of, 6-packs are next, VIP 6-packs, and then these right after that. And hopefully we'll be getting into even this summer, starting to fill some of these reservations. So that's the goal.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, Rick, great training. And, each and every time I listen to you, I get more and more excited. I think I can even do this. So, hey guys, we're going to get this recording out. We'll get the recording out from last night. I always save it, and then we'll get the recording out for this session. We'll put it out on one email and we'll get it out to everybody. So with that, have a great rest of the day, whatever you're up to. Play with the banners. I mean, there's nothing in there you can break.
You can't break it.
Nothing you can break. So just go play with it. And like Rick said, the groups, I mean, tens and hundreds of thousands of people that are all, and if you're a whale guy and you want to get into whale group, then get into that, right? So whatever, just go ahead and jump in. So, hey, with that, God bless everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Guys, enjoy your weekend.
We'll get this out to you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Good night. Good afternoon.